Released by Behavior Interactive in 2016, Dead by Daylight is a multiplayer video game all about horror. The basis of the game is simple. There are 5 players in a match, with 4 being survivors and 1 being a killer. The survivors have to start generators in order to power the exit doors, which will then open, allowing the survivors to escape. As the survivors are attempting to do this, the killer is stalking and chasing them around the map, hoping to capture them and hang them on hooks, to be sacrificed. The game has so much potential for jump scares,
I guess that's all about it.
funny moments, and incredibly tense moments. As of this video, the game is on its 18th chapter and sports 24 survivors and 22 killers, some of which come from pop culture. Players can choose between all of these options and have an experience as either the hunter or the hunted. So, this seems really simple, but as Dead by Daylight got more popular, more and more details started being added to almost every element of the game. Killers, survivors, and the maps themselves all began to work together to form the lore of the world players found themselves in. Here's what we know so far. Each match is known as a trial, and they are put in place by an interdimensional being known as the Entity. We learn this through the journal of Benedict Baker, a survivor who was captured by the Entity after he began investigating mysterious disappearances. He details the trials as a form of torture, which the Entity apparently feeds off of. The Entity has gathered and warped the killers, all of which it has lent its power to. Both survivors and killers are actively aware of the Entity and the evil game it plays, but they are hopelessly bound by its power. There are still many unknowns, such as the purpose of the Observer found within the archives, or more details on Vigo, who is credited as the only person to have escaped the Entity's void. More details, survivors, and killers will be added in the coming chapters, and hopefully they shine a light into the mystery of Dead by Daylight.